Maria Elena Lucas by Susan Martins Miller. Introduction. Little girls have dreams of what life will be like when they grow up. Sometimes, though, real life is harsh, and dreams of a beautiful life fade away. Maria Elena Lucas's childhood was not easy. Her family, her town, everyone she knew was poor, but worse, their poverty was a result of injustice. Mexican migrant workers had no one to speak up for them, no one to remind them of their dreams of a better life. For years, change seemed hopeless. Then, as a young woman, Maria Elena Lucas found her voice. She discovered that she could make a difference in the lives of hundreds, even thousands of people. She raised her voice for dignity and respect. She raised her voice for justice. She raised her voice for her people. Chapter 1. Growing Up Crowded. Another baby? That's how Maria Elena Lucas reacted when she discovered her mother was pregnant again. Her mother already had 15 children. Born on March 22, 1941, Maria Elena was the oldest child in the Lucas family, and it seemed as if every year another sibling joined the family. And every year Maria Elena had to work harder to help care for all the children. She washed dishes, scrubbed clothes, and cleaned house from the time she was young. Maria Elena hated taking care of all the children. She didn't have time to be a child herself. Altogether, the Lucas family had 16 children. Maria Elena was a curious girl. When she saw rain, she wondered why it fell and why it felt wet. She loved to watch storms and marveled when rainbows glistened in the sky. Maria Elena wondered about many things. She knew she could explore a universe of ideas at school, but she often didn't know whether she would be able to attend school or not. Her parents were Mexican agricultural workers who moved around to harvest crops and perform other farm work. Whenever they moved, Maria had to transfer to a new school. If her parents needed her help in the field or with the younger children, she didn't go to school at all. Most Mexican migrant children stopped going to school between ages 10 to 12. At school, Maria Elena had to sit in the back of the room. She knew she was being treated differently because she was a Mexican migrant child and her parents were poor. Other students had nice clothes and shiny shoes. The girls wore pretty dresses, socks, and hair ribbons, while Maria Elena wore ragged, old boys' clothes because that was all she had. One time, another girl complained that Maria Elena was stinking, and the teacher made her go home. Maria Elena had taken a bath that morning, and she didn't stink, but she had to go home anyway. When Maria Elena was about 12, a group of girls started picking on other girls, especially a young Mexican girl named Rosalinda. One day, one of the older girls pushed Rosalinda's head into the water fountain. That was the last straw for Maria Elena. Even though she was frightened, she gathered her courage to stand up for Rosalinda. "Pick on somebody your size," Maria Elena said boldly to the older girl. As the girl slapped her, Maria Elena grabbed the girl's hands and didn't let go until a teacher came to help. The girl never bothered Rosalinda again. Soon after this, though, Maria Elena's mother took her out of school permanently. The family needed more money, so Maria Elena began working in a hotel. The Lucas family lived in the southernmost tip of Texas, in an area known as the Rio Grande Valley. For much of its history, this region was part of Mexico. It became part of the United States in 1844, but Mexican culture remained dominant there. When Maria Elena was a child, not everyone nearby was a United States citizen. Undocumented workers came across the border to work in the fields of large farms alongside Mexican workers who were United States citizens. The white, Anglo landowners paid the workers a bare minimum, so many families put their children to work in the fields or in other jobs to earn more money. Even young children worked for 12 to 14 hours a day. Maria Elena's
Sample complete. Ready to continue?